This is day 35 of Rewiring My Brain, ADHD edition. If you have bitching ADHD and your executive dysfunction is the barrier between you and your highest self, pull up a chair. Over the last week, I've been testing neuroscience-backed ADHD productivity hacks, and now I'm here to share with you what has actually been working. This is a mini-series within a mini-series, and today is part 4. So I recently came up with something called the list. If I was a basic-ass bitch, I would just tell you it's a to-do list. But it's really way fucking cooler. It's basically a productivity ecosystem built like a game, and it's made for neurospicy people like you and me. There's a reward system for the list called a power-up. It's something small that gives you a dopamine hit after you complete a section of tasks. Well, the other day, my heart was just set on a hot chocolate. I was practically foaming at the mouth for it. So I decided to let my hot chalky power-up double as my productivity hack. The last task on my list was unloading and reloading the dishwasher. So I poured the milk in a pot and I told myself, I have until this milk is hot to complete my dishes. If I don't, then I lose the game. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm a sore-ass loser, and the hot chocolate simply will not tickle my fancy the way that a fancy should be tickled. Here's the nerdy breakdown behind why this worked. For starters, this released anticipatory dopamine. This is when your brain releases dopamine before the reward in anticipation of it. So by promising yourself something comforting, you're giving your brain a future hit to chase while you get your work done. Next is sensory reward pairing. Pairing effort with sensory comfort like the milk heating, the smell of cocoa, the warmth of the mug, the sound of the stove heating up. This all activates the limbic reward system. As a result, linking effort with pleasure. You're literally teaching your brain that effort feels cozy. Third is time-bound urgency. The ticking clock, the milk heating, knees weak, arms spaghetti. This all triggers norepinephrine. This is the chemical in your brain that boosts focus and alertness. It's a gentle version of temporal motivation theory. As deadlines approach, motivation spikes. In other words, I'm basically tripping over my own feet, racing to the finish line for that hot chocolate. Altogether, this combo turns a boring task into a dopamine loop. Anticipate, act, reward, repeat. And that, my friend, is how I tricked my ADHD brain into thinking that dishes are foreplay for cocoa. Over time, my brain will associate being a good girl and getting my chores done with having a good time. At least we hope so, otherwise I'm gonna grow a pretty big ass back from all this hot chocolate. So give it a try, pick a comforting sensory reward. Tea, candle, hot chocolate, fuzzy socks, basically whatever makes your brain say, yes daddy, and pair it with a task you despise. And yes, the hot chocolate slapped. Come back tomorrow for part 5 because I've got more sciencey shit up my sleeve that's gonna help you and me get our shit together. See you then, bachacho.